Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a wonderful recipe for breakfast, for an afternoon snack, or as a dessert. Besides being delicious, it looks beautiful with its 2 layers. It's very interesting because it doesn't have any sugar, heavy cream, condensed milk, or any kind of flour to give it texture. So it's a great option if you want to lose weight, want something with fewer calories, control your blood sugar since it has very few carbohydrates, or even if you're already following a low-carb diet to lose weight. You're going to love it. It's very simple to make, but it looks amazing. Stay until the end because you won't want to miss this. So the base of our recipe will be natural yogurt. Remember that I have a video here on the channel explaining how to choose a good yogurt at the store and another one showing how to make 100% natural yogurt. You only need the yogurt itself or a lactic starter and milk. So it's very simple, very economical, and when we make it at home, we can be sure it will have live cultures, right? Which is something we sometimes can't get at the supermarket, and that's an interesting point. If you want to substitute yogurt with plant-based yogurt, if you have an allergy or intolerance, that's fine. But remember that cow's milk yogurt provides us with protein and calcium, which are also very important for our health. So, to the yogurt, I'm going to add a bit of skim milk here. And once again, if you used plant-based yogurt, you can use plant-based milk as well. I'm going to give it a good mix here. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract here, which is optional, but it adds a touch of sweetness and also gives it some flavor. Sweet food should be seasoned. Sometimes we forget this and it ends up tasting really bland. I'm going to add a little bit of sweetener here. I put in a little bit of stevia, just a few drops, but you can use whichever one you prefer. By the way, remember that I have a video here on the channel talking more about the different types of sweeteners, which ones we should use, and in what kind of recipes. I'll leave it for you down below in the description. I'm going to set this aside because in this water here, I'm now going to dissolve my neutral, colorless, sugar-free gelatin. Natural gelatin, like this, is nothing more than cooked collagen. So it's an interesting product because it's pure protein and it's also good for your skin, nails, hair, joints, and it's actually a natural product. Once again, if you're vegan, you could substitute with agar-agar, but then you would need to heat it up to thicken everything, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to melt this now. You can melt it in the microwave or in a double boiler. I'm going to use the microwave because it's much quicker, and I'll be right back. So, look, I'm going to transfer the dissolved gelatin into the yogurt now and mix it all together to make sure everything is nice and homogeneous. If you love recipes like this, you have to check out my playlists. I have many playlists with tips to help you lose weight, help you control your blood sugar, to help reduce inflammation, and much more. And many recipe playlists as well. Sweet and savory, low carb, low calorie, easy, quick, and for every type of meal. I'll leave the links for them down below in the description. You can see this will make 2 servings, right? So I'm going to fill each one, then I'll put them in the fridge to chill. And as soon as this part is firmer, we'll come back to do the second step, the second layer, okay? So hold on, I'll be right back. So, while that lighter part is setting in the fridge, I'm going to make our second layer now, which will be coffee-based. Remember that I have a video here on the channel talking more about the benefits of coffee, which is much more than just coffee, right? Caffeine contains chlorogenic acid. It helps improve mood, well-being, and boosts metabolism. And to the coffee, I'm going to add our gelatin, neutral, colorless, flavorless, and sugar-free again, and then I'll melt it in the microwave. So first, I'm going to do this part here, and when it's ready, I'll come back. If you want to know more about the benefits of coffee, take a look down below in the description, where I'll leave some really cool videos for you. While the coffee is melting and the gelatin is dissolving, I'm going to mix into my yogurt some skim milk, a little bit of stevia, and a bit of 100% cocoa powder to give it a rich sort of tiramisu flavor. I honestly think this combination of cocoa and coffee is really tasty. What do you think? So I'm going to mix this well here, and then all that's left is our coffee with gelatin. If you want to know more about the benefits of this chocolate I'm using here is 100%, so it's good because it has fiber, interesting compounds, polyphenols, it's good for the body, for well-being. I'll also leave a video here talking more about the benefits of high-quality cocoa down below in the description. Before we go on, I want to ask you, when you want to lose weight, what do you do? Do you cut calories, cut carbs? Is there any strategy you use? Write it for me down here in the comments. I'd love to know. Remember to like the video. It really helps me out here on the channel. And if you know someone who wants to eat healthy but still wants tasty food, share this video. Let's grow our chain of kindness. To get the ingredients, take a look down below in the description where I have them all organized for you. So now we mix the yogurt, the coffee with the gelatin, and stir well until it's nice and smooth. I've got my serving glass here. Remember, This recipe makes 2, so I'm going to leave the remaining part for the other glass. I'm just going to scrape the sides a bit to make sure everything is really well mixed. I'm going to fill our serving glass and then put both of them back in the fridge to set this second layer. As soon as both are ready, I'll come back so we can try them. Look how beautiful it is. I just took it out of the fridge and it was really quick. I'm going to take a spoonful so you can see the consistency of our treat. Isn't it amazing? Make it at home. You're going to love it. And let me know what time you are planning to enjoy this treat. I'd love to see your comment. Leave a like on the video because that really helps me out here on the channel. And if you know someone who would like this recipe, share it with them. Let's work together to spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want here with the channel. I really can't wait to try it. The combination of flavors is really good, and honestly, this coffee and chocolate layer turned out great to complement the yogurt one. It's very refreshing. Make it yourself. You'll love it. It's light, creamy, and delicious. See you next time. Bye.